Peace people, I am 30 and welcome back to Return of Caesar. Here in Crusader Kings 3, playing as the Roman Empire and playing as Gaius Julius Caesar. So, we are currently fighting a couple of wars. We're trying to take this person down. We'll win this by controlling the war target, probably. So I'm just gonna let this happen by itself. That's his army. If we would go and kill that, I think that would be enough for us to, well, basically win this entire thing. What is the supply in these regions? It's terrible. It is really, really bad. What I could do though is just take these guys, walk away with them, just try and make sure I don't lose as many troops because of attrition. Could use them for other things instead, and preferably use this part of the army with the bombards. They're strong enough to kill anyone that they're gonna meet as long as they don't have any holy orders. Uses these people for sieges. We make it slightly easier as well when it comes to breaking up troops. I can try and get their supply back. Are you walking anywhere? No, you're not. You should probably go here and siege this down. I didn't think about that. It's a bit stupid. I have 21 vassals. I have gotten more vassals than I had like just a few episodes ago. Why is this guy? Did I take something just close by to him? Did it become independent? That is weird. I need to take this thing too. They're the only ones still, well, around down here that I need to take out. Then we can focus just on this part of the world and this part. That's the only things we have left. We only have this part of Africa and those guys. And this part of basically Asia before we're done with this. I think this is Asia because I think the Ural Mountains are these ones. So this is basically Asia. I guess this is kinda in Europe, but everything else is in Asia. That's what we're gonna try and focus to do, trying to take down as many things as possible, preferably. We won that war immediately. That was easy. Thank you. Gonna try and take these guys and probably try and kill some opponents. And take these guys and siege down this guy, because that's the way to go. I'm gonna grant this to Lone Noble. I'm gonna give this one away to not this one. I think he's related to us. He's a grandson. He's not particularly important. I guess I could land him, and I'm gonna grant him to this guy. Yeah, I think that's the right one, right? It is. Great. The reason I did that is because I actually want to make sure this woman marries someone. Matrilineally, I want inheritable trait, like always. I'm gonna take Rutilius, my nephew. That was from Tina. I'm gonna take this one. You're not related. You are related, of course, but they're both born the same day, it seems like, but they're not twins. That's a bit interesting, if you ask me. Because I have a lot of women, so that's probably the reason why, I would guess. So it does make sense. We are starving a bit. That's not awesome. Oh, I gained a new son. And he is better than the other one. Can I change your name? Why am I not allowed to change your name? Why couldn't I choose this guy's name? He's better than his brother is, and his brother is the one that currently is gonna inherit me because he has bleeder. I want someone who doesn't have bleeder syndrome, like preferably, if that's okay with the game, you would think, but apparently it's not. We are starving to death. We are fighting to death too, boiling anger. It's calming me down. I have a faction going on. That's not ideal. Hopefully that's just peasants and not something more dangerous than so. Okay, that may just win that war. I won a second war too, apparently, just because I just did something. I have no idea why. I want to see this faction, what this is about. It's about peasants. Yeah, it's peasants. And peasants. That's fine. I can deal with peasants. It's no problem. Can I catch you? While I give these two things away to random people. Berger. Ragusa. You're now a double count. Why is this thing not owned by anyone? Weird. That might be a reason why I'm above my vassal limit. I don't have any valid vassals. Oh, interesting. So it's actually, that's just a way to see that. Does make sense. I like it. That army is actually not that small, but we're still gonna rout them and win, so that's fine. But it became slightly more difficult than it probably should have been. Yes, it did. Oh, we won 2 wars in one go. From, I think because we sieged down that place too. That's great. I like that. So we are fighting 4 wars, and it's only against these people up here. So I think we are getting closer and closer to winning this thing now, which is great actually. I like that. I'm gonna grant everything to Caris. It's gonna have 3 counties with everything that belongs to them, and I'm gonna grant you to this guy of Permia, the 70-year-old man. Have fun. Have fun, my man. I'm gonna ransom this Baron, and I'm gonna ransom Czech. Or something like that. Sorry if I butchered that name. I am not particularly. 2 years. Nah. I'd rather let them starve to death. In all honesty, I would prefer to let them starve. Pardon me. I'm gonna let these guys stay. I'm gonna take these guys, take them there. I'm gonna take you two and go here. The supply here is actually decent, so that's why. Pardon me. And see if I can ransom some people too. I cannot. I see. Scheme at court. Why are you starving? You're actually above the limit. How? Oh, used by a small bit. I'll take these guys and let them walk there instead. That's actually a very sizable army. And I am starving, and they would be defending if I attacked them. That's actually not great. Can I see the composition? That's actually decent. That is actually very decent. Oh, that's not great actually. That's not great at all. I don't like that. He's a decent enough commander. I'm not gonna grant this to him. I'm gonna give it to him instead. Someone's hook on me expired. I know I killed him. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to. It is something that happened. What does the game tell me? I am starving. Their supply is running low too. I'm gonna wait until they are starving too. I'm gonna walk around this way and try and use... because they're gonna start to starve too. And when they do, that's gonna be slightly easier for us then to, well, basically stay alive. Or win that battle that we will have to fight against these people. What I also could do is just send these guys up here and kill them. Which is probably what I'm going to do. Is have these guys waiting around, so I guess I could use them. You want freedom? You should have it in death. Mashakiri. Sunni people, I think. Kind of close by. Actually, kind of close by. And also not very close by, because they're very spread out. And then we have another one. Because they always do these things together, like at the same time. For some reason, that's how the game works. I never really understood why that's the case, but that is just the case. And they're sieging down a lot of places. All at once. Okay, so where are you? You are very far away. Close to where I own things. I'm gonna try and raise some troops here close by in the near vicinity. Hopefully that'll be enough to kill you. And the other thing is actually even stronger. He's up here. And that's something I'm gonna deal with at a later date. Because the fort level here is immense by 8 years. I think it's higher up here than it probably is down in that other place, which is down here. How long is this gonna take for them? Yeah, 3 years. As I thought, that fort level isn't as good. Serena, who should be doing this? My sister should be doing that. That's fine. While I focus on these things. You guys, go up here. I'm gonna have you kill these people. If you want to, that would be a very good thing. A schemer were discovered. Interesting. We won a war. I'm gonna go try and win this other one. Thank you. Gonna grant this to this guy. 2. He is married to a very old woman, it seems like. Yeah, why are you married to such an old woman when you don't even have a son yet? You have a kind of young sister who is regularly married to this guy, meaning that their family will lose out on this area kind of soon because they're stupid. Sometimes I don't really understand what the AI is doing. Like, why would he marry a 53-year-old woman when he's like half her age? And people are like, oh, okay, men marry that kind of woman all the time. Yeah, they do. That's true. But in this game, and in this time and era, it makes more sense for a man that's old to marry a young woman than vice versa, because it's kind of difficult for a 53-year-old woman to have children. Basically impossible in these days. Today it's actually possible, but back in the era it were not possible. Things change, you know, so I really don't understand why you would do so and marry that woman. But I guess that's the way the game thinks about it. Okay, we're getting some troops slowly. I think I could potentially wait out this one. Yeah, sure. Have fun. With every one of my children, have fun. Go off to a big party and listen to music. And talk about music. Today is actually kind of a sad day if you like music, especially if you enjoy musical theater. I don't know if any of you do that, but I do. People always ask me things like personal stuff. Do you want to know about me? Do you want to know about me? I think some people want to know about my personal life, like what kind of person I am. But that's actually a fact about me. I do very much so enjoy musical theater. And if you follow the news and you know about around which time I am uploading this, I am recording this on Saturday. You're gonna see this on Monday. And today, the very famous composer and lyricist, basically on Broadway, named Stephen Sondheim, passed away, sadly enough. At least it's something that makes me sad, because I very much enjoy his music. And his musicals, I didn't believe it. He were an old man, so like 91. So it does make sense that he would pass away eventually, but still came as a bit of a shock. I didn't expect it. But that's the way of life, you know. People pass away, sadly. And there's not much that we can do about it. In the end. And I disband these people just because they are basically in the middle of nowhere. So now you know I enjoy musical theater. I talk about Stephen Sondheim. I mainly enjoy the musical by him that's called Sweeney Todd. You might know about it. You might. It's one of his more famous ones. They also made a very famous movie about it, with Johnny Depp in the main role. I recommend that you watch it. It's actually really good. And he's a surprisingly good singer as well. That's one, but he also wrote the lyrics for West Side Story. If you haven't seen that one, I recommend that you do. And he also did Company, is also a very good one. The thing with most of the Broadway shows is that you can find them online if you want to. So it's always possible to basically watch all of these shows that you might not have had the chance to see before. We have another faction now, because I am really weak, by the way. It's another populist one. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with populist uprisings. It's not something that's basically making me particularly scared. I'm gonna take an organizer and I'm gonna march you the entire way over here, because it actually gave me 11%, but they have actually sieged me down somewhere. Where could that be? Interesting. I did not expect to lose 2 sieges in a row. But apparently the siege level of my counties is terrible. I think it might be up here. And when I say up here, I think that's completely right. Yeah, it is. It's up here. The fort level up here is absolute trash. And that's the reason why we are losing. Amazing. You are going here, right? Yeah, you are. I'll try and kill these people. We should potentially get a tick and war score. I don't really know how long it takes to get a tick and war score in these populist uprisings, but every time before, we have gained. Have you been there for a long time? Because I don't remember you. I think I used you. Yeah, think about it. I actually do remember these guys. I've had them here for a very long time. Yes, I have. I've had them here for a very long time. Since like another uprising, which happened like at the same time that we were fighting these wars. Cool. My memory is trash, as you might very well see here. We have a blood. So my army is actually even worse than it currently is, because a big chunk of that is made up of that holy order and also that mercenary corps that I'm currently using. That's not particularly good. And they're sieging me down. How much would I lose? I would lose a lot of things, which I would have to take back. So that's obviously not going to happen. I'm not going to allow that to happen, rather. Gonna have another populist uprising kind of soon, it seems like. I need to make myself a bit stronger in comparison to these other people. That's what I need to do. That's my issue right now. You're gonna kill this person, you will be defending. You might be right. Okay, sure. Just because my wife is saying so, I guess I should listen to her. It's generally a wise move to listen to a significant other whenever they say something. They are most of the time more right than you are. Yeah, I am defending the war target. They're actually sieging me down though. Piece by piece. Where is the leader of this thing? Of course he's up here. Right. If we just deal with this guy and kill him before he's able to do more damage, I think we can deal with this uprising before it gets any more out of hand. And this is really not what I want. I'm gonna try and keep myself alive. I am not able to yet. I see. I'll try and kill their leader. I only need levy. That's not a particularly strong army. My levy generally arrives kind of quickly, so hopefully we should be able to do something. We have 17% in this war now. We have men at arms in this thing, and we would be defending for another 7 months if we manage to get there. And they have no commander. So I think we might be able to win that thing just by... Is that the leader? Oh, it's a leader for this one. Okay. And where is the other thing? It's up here. Right. We will win this very soon anyway because of the long war too. But I'm gonna try and kill these people before... Because if they siege this down, there's gonna be a lot of war score that they gain. And I would prefer if that were not the case. Yeah, we are going to win this. They don't have a commander. We have better troops. We are defending. We should win this. Can easily. You would think. Yeah, we are. Smashing them. Awesome. And we can... I'm just going to let this go on for a while. We are all trying to kill their leader now. So if I do catch him, that would make us just win the war. And I could kill the person. Be a nice thing, right? Would be a very nice thing. They're gonna siege this down in about 6 months. If they're able to do so, we're gonna have some issues, I think. Issues that I would prefer to stay out of, if I could. Getting closer? Yes, you are. They have a better army commander. I still think we should win this thing. And we have another uprising. That's too bad. Yeah, but we are winning this thing, so that's a good thing. And we won. Awesome. Now you go away. Thank you. And now, where is the leader in this thing? It's slightly weaker. It's down here. Okay. What we're gonna do, we're gonna walk down here with you. And we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna march him towards this place too. By first going there. That's a smart way to do things. And this should be enough. Right. I'll take this commander, go and kill these people hopefully win this war by capturing the leader, and it should all be over with. I hope. Another child of my dynasty, welcome to the family. And a scheme at court. Stop doing that thing. It's not particularly nice. You should stop it. Okay, we didn't win. If I go and kill this army too, we might get a bit closer to eventually winning this thing too. By doing so. I hope. Oh, that's actually the leader. So we haven't... Yeah, we did capture him. Great. Thank you. He's Sunni. I'm gonna execute him and get some freed red. And one of my knights did improve too. So, how far away are you, my people, from catching these people? I need to get rid of some vassals. That's what I need to do. I have basically 80 vassals. That's my current issue. I have 80 vassals out of a possible 60. Where do they all come from? And now have another uprising. Too bad. It's because they lowered the threshold slightly. It's not great. I would prefer if that were not the case right now, so we could more easily deal with well, everything really. We do have a good commander. Their commander is not as great as ours is. We would be defending too with better troops. It would be a risk though, if I tried. Yeah, as we can see, it would be a risk. And if we lose this thing, it would be terrible. It's going fine. We're gonna win this. Just about. We're gonna win this. That's good. And we didn't capture him, but we can white piece him out. So that's basically that being done. Thank you. Now I can disband all of my units. We lost the Holy Order, which made me even weaker than I used to be. My son is curious, which means he could go for diplomacy or learning, I think. Out of those two, I'm just gonna go for learning. I need to offset that leader thing by going down like the health trait stuff, I think. So I'm gonna go for learning. And that's everything for this video, because I'm gonna take a break, guys. So make sure to like this video if you have enjoyed. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and leave a comment down below if you want to talk about something. For example, the death of Stephen Sondheim, my very much beloved musical composer. You don't have to. But it will be interesting to know if anyone else likes musical theater, because that's the thing that I very much enjoy myself. Especially the music. Not much for story, but I always enjoyed that type of music. Especially with age. I didn't enjoy it as much when I was younger, but it's something that I have come to enjoy with age. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon, and take care.